Hey, Mastermind, it's Dr. Dixon. What's happening? We had a great dialogue today. We kind of dove into some things that were kind of interesting. We talked about snow days or any day where um, you've got something that's not controllable, whether it's a power outage, ice storm, snow day. How do you handle that? What is your office policy? And does your team know that? Right? So for us, if we have a snow day, my team knows that if I can make it to the office, we're going to be open. And if they need any assistance getting to the office, I'm happy to pick them up. Right? Of course, we don't want to put our team in harm's way. We always want them to be safe, right? Uh, but that's our policy. So we will be open to take care of the people. So how do you orchestrate that, right? Do you have that documented in your handbook? Does your team know about it? So it's a good discussion, right? Think about all those little details when you have a snow day. Who's answering the phone, right? Or when you have a power outage, how are you going to handle it? Like Dr. Duquesne said, if you have a high-low table, is that table in the down position? If you use routing slips, are those routing slips pre-printed so that if the power goes out, you can easily write the patient's name on the top and still function? So whatever those procedures are, think it through and document it. But then also, how do you turn it into a win, so to speak, right? So if you've got some paper time because it's a snow day and you've had quite a few cancellations, first of all, control the controllables. Nothing you can do about that, right? So now use it to your advantage. Maybe you've got an exam tech that needs some extra training, so you can use that time for the training. Maybe it's those handwritten notes or those phone calls to those patients who haven't been in for a while. So ramping up your reactivation system. So there's countless things that can be done during those times. So take advantage of that time, right? So regardless of what your policy is, not here to make you right or wrong, but just to make sure that your policy is clear with your team and that you've thought it through. Yeah, and then we talked about how do you handle when patients explain that they've had an excellent result in your office, right? Celebrating those wins with them and giving them the opportunity to be able to write up a testimonial for them, to be able to help other people, right? So is there a system in place in your office when you do a progress exam to be able to capture that testimonial? And what's the language that you use to explain to that patient that you'd like to use their story to help other people, right? To get the result that they've gotten. And the vast majority of the time, people are happy to do that. But you've got to have a system for it, right? So making sure that you develop that system, that your team can execute on it so you can capture those testimonials so that you can execute on your vision and mission, right? Which on some levels, to help more people, right? So great stuff today. I appreciate you guys sharing your wins and your challenges. Again, the KPI form, we've got this thing finally worked through. So thank you so much for your patience on it. We'll be sending that out within the next week. When you get that, you'll have to transition your January and February KPIs to the new form. It cannot be copy and pasted, otherwise it'll transition those calculations from the old to the new, and some of those calculations were wrong. So you'll have to hand enter those numbers. You can do it just on the month summary if you desire, or you can do it by the week, or you can do it daily. So depends on how much detail you want on that KPI for January and February. If you have any questions about that, please reach out. And then we'll also be sending you a link so that that will go on the Google Drive. Just a reminder, make sure that your clinic name is on your KPI form. So, all right, guys, I appreciate you. Thank you for pressing in today. And as always, have a fabulous week, and we'll catch you next time. Take care.